Hey, this is PIT Archer starting off my gun talk series here. I decided to do what I consider to be the most important one first. I'll call this square one. Now I'll usually have with me on these talks, I'll usually have my firearm stand-in. This is my Daisy Powerline 35 pellet gun. It was a nice rifle. Pump action rifle until the gas cylinder pressure valve whatever thingy broke, and now it won't shoot anymore. But anyway, this is my stand-in for like a Mossberg 500, Remington 870, 1022, what have you. Just use your imagination. Whatever gun you want me to have, this is what I'll have. But I won't do that for this one because I have more serious talk, and this needs to come before you ever consider buying, owning, carrying guns at all. And this is a serious question. This will override all of your thinking. You need to start with this question. Can you consciously take a person's life? I mean, carrying a gun can be used for shooting off wild dogs that are trying to attack you. That's fine, but most of the time of the cases I've heard, people have had to use guns to defend themselves from other people. It's an ugly fact of life. It happens. And most of the time just wounding the person won't work. You will have to shoot to kill. Most people that train with firearms train to shoot to kill. So knowing that, can you consciously take a person's life? Can you consciously throw a person into eternity just with the pull of a trigger? I don't even know the time, a split second. Can you consciously live with yourself knowing you have ended somebody's life? Can you bear the thought that somebody else could be living with their family if you hadn't have killed them? Could you live with yourself doing that? Now, this is a really hard and really serious question, and a question you need to think hard about. This is something you need to spend a lot of time and meditate on. Can you kill somebody if you had to do it? Now, like I said before, violence is always the last option. Do whatever you can to talk your way out of it, get your way out of it. But if those two options don't work, use violence. And sometimes it will end in killing somebody. Can you consciously live with yourself after killing somebody? I've gone through this question I don't know how many times, and I think I have found an answer to it by changing the question. Because no matter what, there's always one question, there's always the other side of the coin that phrases the question differently, yet it's exactly the same question. It's, could I live with myself knowing that somebody I cared about died because I didn't kill somebody else? Could I live with myself knowing that my wife died because a guy shot her, and I could have shot him down and she would still be alive? That's serious from my standpoint. I mean, do I value my own mental health over somebody else's security? Yeah, it's just serious. And I don't think I could live with myself knowing somebody I cared about died because I didn't protect them. When my coworker, say I worked at a grocery store that allowed you to carry, that gave you the possibility of carrying firearms, but I didn't. My coworker beside me got shot, and I could have protected them. I'm an okay shot. I'm not I'm not Hickok 45 or anything, but I can hit a target. My coworker's now dead because I don't carry a gun, and I don't want to carry a gun. I'm not sure I could live with myself after doing that. Now, like I said, if I don't have one right now, but my future wife. Could I live with myself knowing I could have protected her, but yet she was shot, she's dead. Now I have to live out the rest of my life knowing she's dead because I did nothing to protect her. That's how I have answered that question. I would rather have emotional stress and have the person I care about stay alive and stay safe, rather than value my emotional health over somebody else's security. I hope I never have to make that decision and pull that trigger, but this is where everybody that gets into the firearms world needs to start. This is square one. Can you consciously kill a person?